Can everybody see my screen and see me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
First thing I'd like
to do is thank everybody that showed today and worldwide, BDC, Frog Data, great presentations. Thank you, gentlemen. And last but not least, I'd like to thank the shop and Ford Direct and all the people behind the scenes that made this possible to be a preferred vendor for the three of us. So thank you very much. I'm going to be kind of quick, but here's what I would like to do before I start pulling some stuff up. I have a short little video, and then I'm going to show you some live stuff. But when my business partner and I wanted to build this company, it was almost 7 years ago. We thought, what is the next big thing? And this is my 41st year in the car business. 16 of those, I was running stores, etc. And then I've been in the vendor space now since then. We thought, okay, what is it about fixed operations? Well, here's what I know about dealerships. Nobody has any time, okay? Fixed ops directors, servicemen, they're hiring and firing technicians, advisors, people calling in sick, equipment failures, heat cases, meetings with the GM, meetings with the OEM. It just goes on and on and on. What I'm going to be specifically talking to you about today is your website. And some of the things I'm going to say, I want you to put on your shopping because everybody's online today. Over 80% of all consumer consumption is video based. A lot of times when GMs and owners, partners, etc., will show up to a meeting like this, they'll see fixed ops marketing. They have some preconceived idea of what they think it is. And they're showing up as a courtesy because they have to sign off on this thing that the service department would like to have. So I needed to find a way to get their attention. I need to find a way to get your attention. So let me do this. Dealers are leaking thousands to tens of thousands of dollars from 2 of the 4 profit centers on their website, and that's service and parts. And they don't even know who those people are. Data is the new currency, AI. There's never been another time in this industry than right now because of connected services and EV and the equipment and the technicians that can work on those things. But let's not forget what's happened over the last 40 years that I've been in the business, and that is we've created billionaires because NADA says for every franchise dealer, there are 16 independents salivating, lying in wait because they know what's going to happen. Which 7 out of 10 people nationally defect by the time we get to 2.5 to 3 years of the warranty period. I heard Chris allude to a little bit of that. So it's very important. Over 50% of people that show up to a dealer's website are looking for service-related content. The average attention span is 5 seconds, and you got 3 clicks to engage customers, just like all of you when you're online. By that 3rd click, if you're not getting what you're looking for, exponentially the exit rates go through the roof. Most of the people I talk to, like myself, I grew up on the variable side, and 80 to 85% of the GMs are. And so I got their attention on they're leaking and they don't even know who those people are. The only thing dealers can quantify from 2 of those 4 profit centers are how many people actually scheduled service. Unfortunately, only 20% of people nationally schedule service. So what about the other 80% in the funnel? So we want to educate people through video content. We're the original video couponing company, specials, coupons, offers, whatever you want to call them. But what I'm going to share with you today is essentially a full-blown service website that resides inside of your existing website. You're going to see a lot here in the next few minutes. Keep one thing in mind. There's nothing for you to do. You do all the things I mentioned earlier because your days are already full. There's a lot of automation built into this. But what we wanted to do is create the right content with the right messaging at the right time and engaging your customers in a way they've never been engaged before, whether they're 18 years old or 80 years old. Case in point, there's only 3 scenarios that exist on a dealer's website right now with those 2 profit centers, okay, parts and service. No specials, coupons, or offers at this time. Check back later. A handful of static images that serve absolutely no purpose whatsoever. Some of them even have either expired dates on them or they're several months ahead, representing no urgency. The third one, which is probably the most common one, is a handful of coupon specials or offers. There may be some content there, but you might be able to print or link to another page to schedule service, okay? But you still don't know who those people are. Yes, you might know how many people came and how long they're there, given a date range, but you still don't know who they are. I want to talk about the independents just for a second because this recently happened where people are coming to a dealer's website. They're printing an offer for a synthetic oil change, and they're taking it to the local Valvoline or Pep Boys that honors any and all competitors' coupons. And you don't even know who those are. We know who everybody is. Clean data is the new currency. It is the new mantra. And right now, because of the connected services and EVs, we got a time never before existed for us to seize and take a lot of that back. So what I'm going to share with you right now is a short little video. But what we do is we take dealerships out of the 20th century and bring them into the 21st century with cutting edge technology that once it goes live, it just runs. So I'm going to pull this up right now. We're going to go boom, and here we go. Preferred vendor of the shop, powered by Ford Direct, FixedOPS Marketing delivers Edge, a service marketing solution designed to drive more service appointments, increase RO value, and give you clear visibility into what's driving revenue, all with minimal investment of time and money. Buckle up for a ride. The opportunity is the traffic. Most dealership websites are getting it, but missing the ability to convert it. Because it's not just about traffic, it's about turning that interest into measurable results. The solution starts with a better approach, one that educates, engages, and moves customers to take action. That's where Edge comes in with a full video-based marketing solution that includes website content, Ford-branded videos, email marketing, and built-in reporting to give you a complete view of how your marketing is performing. Let's take a look at what your customers actually see. It starts with your service specials page. For most dealerships, it lacks engagement, doesn't build value, and doesn't convert the way it should. We have a better way. We start by replacing your service specials page with a video-driven offer experience designed to capture attention and drive action, featuring capabilities that no one else in the industry offers. This includes rotating promotional content with fresh assets, Ford-branded video offers, and engagement tools unlike anything you've seen elsewhere, including SMS, email, save to wallet, and print, all generating leads for your BDC and always pushing your customers into your scheduler. Finally, Edge includes Ford-branded email marketing templates designed to support retention and reactivation, keeping your customers engaged and coming back. These campaigns highlight your service offers and drive customers back to your site with direct links to your pages. And we make it easy by sending the emails on your behalf or providing your team with ready-to-use templates to send yourself. Too often, reporting is overly complicated and hard to trust. We provide a simple reporting dashboard that gives you a clear view of the real story without the unnecessary complexity. You'll have access to real-time insights into performance, giving you two clear views into what's working and what's not. First, analytics. You'll see traffic and conversions broken down by offer and by source, so you know exactly what's driving engagement. Second, revenue. We pull completed repair orders directly from your DMS to show you revenue by offer and by source, giving you a clear connection between your marketing and actual dollars. All of this is automated, available on demand, and delivered daily, weekly, or monthly. No guesswork, just data you can actually use. Want to know the best part? Everything you've just seen with Edge is available through the shop, powered by Ford Direct, for just $4.99 per month, and it's all billed right on your part statement. Let Edge start driving results for your dealership. Visit the shop to get started today. What are you waiting for? All right, I wanted to make sure. Now I'm going to show you live, all very important stuff. So this is a representation of all dealership websites, okay? Everything you see underneath here would reside under the specials content page in the navigation, service and parts, and where it's applicable, standalone service, coupons, parts, or specials. You saw the rotating banner for time purposes. So we know that it's a science to us. We know the 26 highest converting offers in the industry. And I think a lot of times the two biggest defection points, and although, yes, there are many contributing factors, are oil changes and tires. I mean, for heaven's sakes, 33% of the population right now today doesn't even know that a franchise dealer sells tires. Shame on us. But we're going to be a part of, all of us being a part of turning that around. When we talk about an oil change, we take for granted the customers know the difference between a conventional, a semi-synthetic, and a full synthetic oil change. They don't have a clue. They don't really know about alignment. So we have well over 4,000 video offers in our library, and they're all very specific to each and every service that you would have. Everything that you're seeing live now stays, and I'll show you a little bit. Everything the customer needs to do is right inside. I'm going to play just a little bit of this for time purposes. Here we go.
Your Ford is a major investment that you rely on every day. Protecting your vehicle by changing the oil regularly.
Don't have the time, but it thoroughly goes through the feature, advantage, and benefits and dispels what's different between a $29.95 versus a $59.95 conventional to whatever. You can see all the CTAs below here. So customers engage because typically those other three scenarios is what you see on the website. So if I click offer details, everything's included in here. All the disclaimers, disclosures, shop fees, even the expiration dates on each and every one of these offers automatically default from the first of the month to the end of the month. So this doesn't ever go down. More to be revealed. If they want to engage with this and they click claim offer, we have our own built-in call tracking that rings to a designated number that you choose. I'll show you this in just a minute, but they can text, email, Google Pay, Apple Wallet, or print, but they can't do any of these unless I do at least this. So I'm going to put in just Russell and my cell number. And I'm just going to leave it there. I can click any or all of these delivery mechanisms, even printing, but I'm just going to text, say, okay, claim that offer. And it says, thank you. We look forward to seeing you. It's got a phone number and schedule service because 70% of everything that's happening right now with this technology in your websites is right here on mobile. So I'm going to show you what happens when a customer does anything. Let me hit refresh. This comes to the dealership. It can go to a single email, multiple emails, or ADFX email to the CRM, or all the above simultaneously. What I just showed you is live because that's a live demo site. Russell, from that cell number, just text that offer with that price from that time and date stamp from that website. I'm going to keep moving. This time, let's say for the 20% of people that are routinely scheduling service, and why this is big and why only 20% are doing it, and the other 80% in the funnel, unfortunately, I don't know demographically where you're at, but 77% of the 80%, they don't complete that process because there's 6 or 7 clicks into it and you're asking for the mileage on their car and they bail. So let's say I just want to schedule this brake inspection. I click here and I'm going to input my information. I'm going to show you what the difference is. I'm going to say save and schedule. Whatever scheduling tool you use pops up just as you saw for that customer to go ahead and complete that service scheduling process. And I'm that one of the 77 of the 80% that don't do that. And you know what? You don't know who they are either, but you do now. So anytime anybody does anything, this notification comes. This one's different. Now it tells you Russell B. Hill from this email and this phone number intended to schedule service. We knew what page he was on and what action he actually took on that brake inspection for free with that time and date stamp from that website. Running out of time, so I'm going to go a little faster here. We have another mechanism. Each and every one of these video offers has a dedicated URL and landing page, each and every one of them. Now, for advertising and marketing purposes, it is the only destination page. If a customer is looking for a specific offer, this is the only place you want them to go. They can watch the video. Incidentally, when you text, this is how it comes to you on your phone. Very responsive, regardless of the phone that you use, except it'll be elongated. You'll see the video, click to call, a built-in Google map that actually has your dealership's address preloaded into it. All a customer does is tap or bump it. Other offers that might be of interest to them, hours of operation, and another opportunity if they wanted to schedule service from here. And I'll do the same thing, and I'll say save and schedule. Once again, your scheduling tool will pop open. Okay. Now I'm going to go into reporting because I only have a minute. I pulled up a store that lets me share their information, and I went back 1 quarter. So they had one. This is only applicable to what you just saw that resides inside of the dealer's existing website. They had 1,069 unique visitors, 317 converted. These aren't impressions. These are people that engaged for 30%. They have 32 live offers. Here's where all 317 came from. That's how many text, emailed, printed. We have their name, email, and or phone number, and so do you. Clean, first-party customer data that opt in. Wallet saves, phone calls that are recorded, how many people scheduled service, operated the linked out, directions, and wallet saves or videos saved the entire page. Then we show you the highest converting offers during that date range, which is the last quarter, from how many people went to the landing page and how many people watched the videos all the way through. And then I'm going to stop after this because I'm out of time. Now we're going to look at the revenue. All we care about is customer pay. We're not taking credit for any of this. We provide a service. We let you get on with your life and do what you do. We offer a level 10 experience for your customers when they hit your website, which is what everybody wants. And some of you are probably already looking at your website. So they had 2 out of 4,721 CPROs, 223, because we pull the customer name file through the DMS. That's the gross, less parts and labor. That's what they netted in the last quarter, averaging $501 for every CPRO. So these aren't just oil changes. I'm not going to break down the revenues by ad source, overtime, et cetera, because we don't have time to really go into it. I'd like to show you a few more things, but it's time to get out of the 20th century and into the 21st century with all of us that we're here today, showing you just a little bit of what we do and the impact we can have on your stores. Thank you very much for your time.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Once again, that was Russell Hill with FixedOPS Marketing. So thank you to all 3 of our presenters, and thank you to everybody who joined us today. If there's one idea I'd like you to keep with you from today's conversation, it's going to be this. Keeping your bays full isn't about waiting for customers to call. It's about creating a consistent pipeline full of service opportunities. That means knowing which customers to target, having a process for reaching them, and giving them a reason to come back. Your dealership already has the customers. The opportunity is turning more of those into relationships and into service appointments. So once again, big thank you to Worldwide BDC, Frog Data, and FixedOPS Marketing for sharing their expertise today. If you'd like to learn more about any of the vendors that we featured today, you can find them on theshop.com, along with other vetted solutions built specifically for automotive retailers. Be sure to keep an eye out for our upcoming Wednesday webinar next month for more practical conversations designed to help dealerships work smarter and grow. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you at the next one.
Thank you, Robert Quick. You're awesome, man.